One is coming from Karen. She's from Philadelphia. It's another video question. Let's see what Karen has to say.
Hi, my name is Karen from Philadelphia, and I have a question. How do we deal with the question that arises in us about who am I to embark on this path? That is, what is the role of humility in spiritual ascension?
I don't exactly understand what she's asking.
I think, Kabbalists or the Kabbalistic texts mentions a lot this notion of humility, modesty. So what is that in spirituality? What are they talking about?
It has nothing to do whatsoever with the psychological aspect that usually people mean by, if it's humility, then I have to feel humble towards others and I limit myself in everything, I restrict myself, I have to feel myself less than others.
There is something spiritual in that, no? If I'm
not at
why
all.
not?
Not at all. Nothing. A person, as a result of physically limiting himself, it doesn't mean that he becomes more spiritual. Or we see in India, there are billions of people, not only in India, all over the world, that think that fasting helps. You breathe less, you become more spiritual. You eat less, you become more spiritual.
But Kabbalah says you got to rise above your ego. It sounds like it's pretty close to what. Isn't it the same thing? Rising above your ego, not trying to show yourself so much.
That's not at all the ego that a person has to transcend. You, according to your character and the way I see you, maybe you add half a kilo a day of food. And I eat, I'm an important person, I'm big. So I eat 3 kilos of food a day. So who's more spiritual? You are. Because you limit yourself, you don't need a lot. A fly is wants even less.
Okay.
That's how it is. It has nothing to do with one another. All of the definitions that we take from our world have nothing to do with spirituality whatsoever. Neither does our body have anything to do with spirituality, nor does our psychology have anything to do with spirituality. It's all a part of our body here. And the attributes which we have to acquire in order to achieve spirituality, those are different attributes. It's also not our corporeal ego. It's not. I was born, and I live and develop in this world with my ego. I don't have to destroy it. I don't have to decrease it in order to achieve spirituality. I don't have to work with this ego at all. My character, my current I, has nothing to do with spirituality whatsoever. That which exists in me at the moment doesn't stop me from spirituality.
So what does Kabbalah mean when it says you have to rise above that ego? What is the ego that he's talking about?
So, first and foremost, now look according to history. Abraham, he came out of Babylon. He became a Kabbalist. Also the group he took with him, a few thousands of people from ancient Babylon, and they started walking. Till that point, it's not an ego nor a group nor anything, till they come to Egypt. As they get into Egypt, they acquire their ego, and when they come out of Egypt, thus, they merit, they receive the Torah in order to correct their ego, and by correcting their ego by the Torah, they merit to enter the land of Israel and build the temple. Only when you start studying Kabbalah do you acquire your ego, your resistance, all your questions, problems, and desires that are against spirituality. And them you have to later correct, and not the ordinary corporeal ego. It has nothing to do with that. It doesn't interfere.
Only someone who studies Kabbalah has ego?
Yes, a real one. All the rest, these are simple, ordinary people with a small ego. In this world, that's how everyone behaves, and so what? They can keep on doing it. Thus, when we start studying the wisdom of Kabbalah, one of the very first principles that we hear is do not try to change, meaning to correct what you have in this world. Keep on living the way you are. And the study, it will start growing your new ego, the great big ego, which is as if against the Creator, against spirituality. And it you'll have to correct and work with in order to acquire the spiritual world. And all that has to do with your body and your family and life here and now, before you start studying the wisdom of Kabbalah, that doesn't come as an addition from the study. That's all your plain corporeal ego. It's not even called an ego.
Can I be, I don't know, rich and famous and drink a lot of alcohol and do whatever I want, go party? Can I do all of that and study Kabbalah and rise above my ego?
Take all the pleasures, everything in this world, all at once.
All at once?
Yes.
Okay.
And keep on doing it. Only alongside with it, study Kabbalah. And that which will develop as a result of the study, that will be the real ego. And what you have from all that you talked about, no problem.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because we transcend. When you start studying, you transcend all these corporeal things. And gradually they, as if disappear, dissolve. You stop working with them. You stop giving them any importance.
What's that ego that becomes revealed? That now it sounds scary if it's not...
That's the ego which is called Pharaoh. That's the ego that's specifically against the Creator, against spirituality. It's on the same level, on the same height. Pharaoh against the Creator. And down below it's our small world with all its petty games. Thus, it's something altogether different. It's a different dimension. Such questions, problems, rejections, queries about the Creator against the spiritual world, that a person in our world, he doesn't feel it.
Like wanting to exploit the Creator, like wanting to take advantage of
Yes, true.
I see. Okay, so there's a whole...
So everyone can calm down and keep on with their ordinary lives.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Let's...
And besides that, the wisdom of Kabbalah does not demand a person to take on himself any restrictions. You can be a Christian. You can practice any religion. Doesn't matter. You can be a vegetarian or constantly eat meat or sex, or you can have any sexual inclinations, whatever you want.
It doesn't have to do
whatever you have in this world, keep it. Only alongside with it, start studying the wisdom of Kabbalah. And that which will develop as a result will be spirituality.